Not today, because we've already started recording this episode.
Yeah, I gotta go grab paper real quick for the notes.
Oh no. Well, play the intro then.
Oh my god. Okay.
Play the intro while you're getting paper.
Okay, 1 second. Okay. Here is the intro.
What are you trying to say?
I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Welcome to Cliff Notes Continued, where we improvise the stories authors are too lazy to write. I'm Lucas Larson.
And I am Ananya George. Oh, that.
Oh, no,
Okay,
I think that's
cool.
it. I think that's it.
That's it. That's our intro.
Okay, that's our intro.
Well, welcome back. I was looking at you. I was like, is Lucas going to do it? Well, welcome back to Cliff Notes Continued.
This is episode 7. And
oh, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to episode 7. And the book for this episode is Watership Down by Richard Adams.
See, I thought, okay, so great. We can still do my book for another day. We can...
Yes, we could do the book you were heavily teasing at the end of
last
episode 6.
Yeah.
On episode 8. Much. Okay.
The episode where we did Romeo and Juliet. Oh, can I do my bit now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, watchers of the podcast, not listeners of the podcast, you will notice that I'm wearing something particularly unfashionable today. Well, no, my friends. It is not unfashionable because you see, listeners, I'm sorry. The point I'm trying to make is this is PJs. All right. These are my PJs because I thought most podcast recorders wear comfortable clothes. So might as well take that to the next level. That's it. That's my bit.
You hyped this bit up a lot more than the results, Andy.
Hey man, it sounded better in my head than it did in real life. I you know what? Fuck you. I stand by my bit. This is the funny fucking bit if you're watching this podcast. Look, I'm so comfortable right now. It's crazy. Also, it's like 10:40. I should do this with like one earphone out.
His PJs are just a Star Wars shirt, and he's like, I have a bit. I'm going to describe my clothing, which is slightly unconventional.
Well, okay, here's the thing. But here's the thing. Most of the time, I'm a pretty stylish guy. So wearing a graphic t-shirt is pretty much the death of me.
A Star Wars graphic t-shirt is stylish.
You see what I mean by most people who record podcasts have like casual clothing?
Okay, let's get into the summary of Watership Down. So, right. Watership Down is the tale of a group of rabbits in search of a home. Fiver, a small young rabbit, has a gift. He can tell when things are going to happen, and he can sense whether they will be good or bad. Fiver foresees great danger to the rabbit's home warren. His brother Hazel, who is slightly larger and helps take care of Fiver, takes Fiver to the chief rabbit, the Threa. Fiver tells the Threa that he foresees great danger, but the chief rabbit does not believe him.
Threa.
Yes.
Okay. Hazel decides that they must leave the warren, so he recruits 2 of his friends, Dandelion and Blackberry, and Pipkin. Huh? Okay. A friend of Fiver, Bigwig. Hold on. So he recruits 2 of his friends, Dandelion and Blackberry, and Pipkin, a friend of Fiver, Bigwig. What the fuck? One of the leading members of the warren. Oh, Bigwig, one of the leading members of the warren. Believes that Fiver wants to go with them. They decide to try and convince other rabbits to come. Silver, Buckthorn, Hawkbit, Speedwell, and Acorn all go with them. Hazel is their leader, and he takes advice from Fiver about where to go. Lucas, why did you pick this book?
It's one of the best-selling books of all time, but there's so many characters, I hope they die. Like, I hope a lot of them die in the summary.
I've genuinely never heard of this book before.
Me either, but it sold like 100 million copies.
Okay, cool. Let's figure this
Yeah.
out.
Uh, the rabbits go through several adventures before Hazel successfully brings them to a field where they believe they can live. But the field is already inhabited by a group of rabbits who seem strange, but let the travelers stay with them. Fiver warns the rabbits not to join the new warren, but they do not listen to him because the living is easy and there is food for everyone. There is something odd about the warren, but they cannot figure out what it is. Finally, after an argument with Fiver, Bigwig gets caught in a snare. Hazel and the other rabbits manage to get him out, although they get no help from the rabbits who live in the warren. Fiver figures it all out, explained to the group that a farmer leaves the great food behind for the rabbits in order to fatten them up before he catches them in his snares. They decide to leave, and one rabbit from the new warren, Strawberry, comes with them. God damn it, we're
Okay,
just
so
getting more characters.
yeah, so let's just quickly recap, right? So Fiverr can tell the future,
Yes, Fiver is
and
psychic.
Fiverr is psychic, and they're now in a camp where it's like a breeding ground for rabbits, where a farmer just like feeds these rabbits and then kills them and eats them.
Yeah, but they're leaving. They're leaving
Okay,
that place. Yeah.
and then Strawberry comes. It's basically the Fellowship of the Ring. Okay, got it. I'm sorry to whoever's listening to this and loves this book, because we watered it down so much. Um, the rabbits travel on until they reach Watership Down. Roll credits. At the top, there is a perfect field for a rabbit warren. They settle down in the field, but then Hazel realizes that they need does to mate with.
Okay.
I'm
All
shaking my
dude
head.
rabbits. All dude rabbits.
Okay, as they have only bucks and their warren will not last long without does. Holly and Bluebell, two survivors from their home warren, find the rabbits and tell them of a horrible poisoning that occurred. These rabbits befriended a wounded bird, Kihar, and after he heals, he searches for other warrens so he can get some does. That does. I want to say something. I want to say something terrible. Can I say something terrible?
I don't know. Gamble. I hope it's better
Ju-
than your bit.
It's not. Uh, so they can get some does. Just sounds like so they can get some bitches.
I thought you were just gonna replace the D with an H.
Oh, I was gonna do that at first, but then I'm like, nah, let's go with the gut instinct.
Okay. Very ridiculous rabbits.
Okay,
Kihar finds a warren a few days away, as well as some rabbits living in the farm next to the down. The rabbits send an expedition to the warren, Ephra, to try and bring back some
Rafa,
does.
you always skip the last syllable or the middle syllable.
It's okay. I'm assuming it's not important. And
Okay,
Hazel sets up a raid to free the rabbits in the farm. The the get three of the four they okay. The
yeah,
Cliff Notes is missing a Y there. They get three of the four rabbits out, although Hazel is badly injured and thought dead until Fiver goes back and saves him. The expedition comes back roughed up, describing Ephra as a horrible war run by militaristic warlord General Woundwort.
Woundewort. Oh, Fiver, the boy who
There's so
lived,
many
come to
warrens and
die,
there's so many rabbits, and none of them have died, and I'm like overwhelmed here.
dude. Oh, don't worry about it. I got a great premise for what we're about to do. I got a great fucking premise. We're good.
Okay.
Uh, Hazel decides that they must go to Ephrafa and get some does because otherwise they will not survive. He has Blackberry come up with a plan, and then the group sets off, leaving behind a few rabbits at the warren. Along with Blackberry, they sneak into a hiding place close to Ephrafa, at which time Bigwig enters the warren, pretending to be a solitary rabbit. He finds a doe, Thally. This has come up for every time I talked about how you always skip a syllable. Hyacinth who helps him set up a plan to escape. With the help of Kihar and his own strength and cunning, Bigwig engineers a masterful escape, and the whole group flees on a boat just as General Woundwort is about to attack them. However, on the way back to Watership Down, a patrol from Ephrafa bumps into them, and Captain Campion tracks them and finds their warren. Who's Captain Campion? Soon
I'm
after their
assuming.
return,
Yeah, keep going.
Soon after they return, a mouse whom Hazel had earlier saved brings him news that there is a large number of rabbits close by. They realize that the Ephraffins have brought a large force to destroy them. Hazel immediately sets the rabbits to work preparing to defend the warren. They bury themselves in and prepare to fight off the invaders. Even oh wait, my bad. This is your paragraph. I just went for it.
uh, yeah, okay. Fight off the invaders, even though they know it will likely cost them their lives. Hazel gets a flash of inspiration, runs off with Dandelion and Blackberry to try to release the dog from the farmhouse and get him to attack the African rabbits. Meanwhile, Bigwig faces Woundwort in a tremendous battle. Woundwort is bigger and stronger than any other rabbit, but Bigwig defeats him. And soon afterward, the dog comes and scatters the Ephraim forces. A cat catches Hazel, but the girl who lives at the farm saves the rabbit and lets him go. So Hazel like almost dies twice.
Okay. Hazel's the brother, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
It's your
Oh,
last.
the rabbits
Yeah.
the rabbits live happily in their warren, and Campion returns to run the Ephraffin warren. They decide to build a third warren halfway between the two and fill it with rabbits from each warren. Hazel lives several years, longer than most rabbits live, and he sees the warren prosper and thrive before he dies. Hold on, where the fuck is Fiverr? Where did Fiverr go?
I don't know. It all turned it about Hazel.
Yeah, it's almost like what? Okay, hold on, wait. There's
And then this
literally
captain dude becomes good.
yeah. Hazel's badly injured until Fiverr goes back and saves him. What? Yeah, Fiverr just disappears.
I don't know. He's sidekick. Maybe he never existed.
He has the shining. It's Hazel shining all along. All right. Also, before we continue, do you like my username for today?
Always when Harry met Assy.
I got bits on bits on bits today, boy. Okay.
I am containing my laughter.
Good. We You're working on it. Okay, so uh uh
So, assuming everyone is as lost as I am, here's my rough summary.
okay.
Warren is name of rabbits' homes, and there's hella Warrens. They're pretty much towns. There's,
Yo, how did you
a,
figure that one out? Sorry, I'm
you
too
know,
mean. I'm too mean.
oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
too mean.
Go put on some more Star Wars shirts, Andy. But then we have Hazel, who's Fiverr's brother. Fiverr, who's a mystic rabbit, but like magically disappears. Bigwig like almost got caught in a snare, but then defeated the Woundwort dude. Those are female rabbits. Bucks are male rabbits. Woundwort's the dead warlord. There's a rabbit called Strawberry, a mouse that's like a messenger. Ephrains are like the evil Warren, but then it's the good Warren. And then Captain Campion
Yeah.
was like the current mayor after the battle or some shit.
Yeah. Okay. So, our story begins at a warren Classic.
I would have never guessed.
Our story begins at a warren that's been overtaken by Fiverr and his settler friends. But this time, the the rabbits have different positions for different time of day. So some rabbits are lookouts throughout the night. Other rabbits are patrolling the grounds. They've set it up like a camp, like a base camp, with a whole bunch of sticks and twigs, keeping the outside world away from their warren. Why? We're about to find out. As one of the leaders of the base, pick a random name, come on, you can do this. What, bigwig. Bigwig, the old elder, uh sits in his little cubby, that has been made out of a, fuck, rabbits are pretty big, out of a repurposed top hat. Uh, as Fiverr runs in now with an eye patch and a bandage over one of his paws, and he goes with another group member, Strawberry. He goes, Strawberry almost got bit out there. The Please tell me you know where I'm going with this. Strawberry almost got bit out there, and Bigwig goes, I hope she didn't get bit. If she got bit, she'd have the hunger. Because we are, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, in a zombie apocalypse.
Oh, good. I was thinking there'd be a film crew.
but no, think about it. Think about it. The Warrens are little base camps, right? Why are they little base
Yeah.
camps? Because there's a zombie apocalypse happening, and so they're moving from base camp to base camp because zombies. And that's why they're
Yeah.
meeting all these like terrible leaders of base camps, because it's really a reflection of our society. Anyway, go on.
Hell yeah. So Bigwig, Bigwig is the army general of this warren, and he takes a puff of a cigar, but instead of a cigar, it's a carrot.
Got it.
And Fiverr, with his iPad, still having the sidekick abilities, is like, Mr. Bigwig, we can't let Strawberry back in through our defenses. That Strawberry has been overtaken by the zombie woundwort virus.
Got it.
And like Strawberry's just out there in the wilderness, scared and afraid, and has 51 hours to live if it has woundwort.
Okay. Got it. After which, Strawberry's going to turn into a zombie, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Got it. Copy. 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 Bigwig looks directly at Fiverr and sighs and says, "Did we get any food? Did we get any supplies for the rest of camp so it can last us for another week?"
Chapter 2, in the supply room.
Okay. Who's in charge of supplies?
The mouse. The mouse is guarding the supply room.
Classic.
And the mouse like scurries into the supply room through like a little like mouse door. So like it's protected from zombie rabbits because zombie rabbits can't get in mouse doors. But
Yeah.
like behind the mouse door is just like a giant cavernous cave. And it has a bunch of carrots on one half and a bunch of straw in the middle. And then on the left side, it has a bunch of zombie vaccines.
Okay, this mouse is scurrying from one side of his cave to another, speaking to himself. This mouse is cracked. under the pressure of the zombie apocalypse, zombie animal apocalypse. It doesn't affect humans, unfortunately. Um, and and this
So it's
mouse is
just
cracked under the
rabies.
pressure. Maybe, maybe's.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, no, rabies affects humans, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it does. It'll kill your ass. But okay,
Yeah.
the mouse
Okay.
is cracking under the pressure.
Cracking under pressure has gotten really, really paranoid, like really, really paranoid, right? Suddenly, the mouse hears a sound of like a scratch against the door, and the mouse just looks over at the door, or well, at where the hole is, and he goes, "Keep, keep." Well, who goes there essentially, but in mouse. And then the scratching turns into like I think it's called a shave and a haircut, which is like the uh, uh, yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
called shave and a haircut. And so the mouse goes and so the scratching on the outside goes, and the mouse goes, okay, whew, Fiverr, it's only you, Fiverr. uh and Fiverr goes, no, it's Bigwig. How did you know the secret code?
And Bigwig says, Marcus, I taught you the secret code. I'm the general of this warren, and you might have you might have engineered the zombie vaccines and stockpiled all the carrots, but I am General Bigwig.
I'm the Bigwig of this here establishment. Yeah, go on.
And Fiverr feels a cold shudder down his spine with his psychic abilities.
Oh, okay, got it. uh Fire feels a cold shudder as Marcus the mouse. I'm quite disappointed it's not Mickey, but okay, it's fine, we're gonna run with it.
We
As
can't get
Marcus.
sued.
Hey, we're not talking about the same Mickey here, all right? It can be any Mickey. Mickey is such a common name. And
Marcus is Mickey's like second cousin, twice
got you, got
removed.
you, got you. And so but he's part of the same family. Got it. So Marcus goes, "You're general now, huh? That means you own all the power in this here, Warren." As Fiverr comes running into the same, these rabbits are like looking into the mouse hole, right? Like they're like have one eye into the mouse hole at all times. So at any given point in time, the mouse is only able to see like an eyeball. And so the other rabbit comes in, pops like Bigwig's eye around, and now you have like two kind of eye holes almost looking at the inside the hole, one belonging to Bigwig and the other to Fiverr, because they're like head to head, and they want Marcus to be a part of this conversation as well. As Fiverr goes, guys, I just felt a cold shudder. I had another vision.
And chapter 3, the vision. Chapter 3, the vision.
I
So,
don't.
yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
Okay. Let's keep going. We'll talk about it
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
end.
yeah. Chapter 3, the vision. We enter Fiverr's vision, and the world is a cold, desolate wasteland. The zombie rabbits have taken over. It's a bird's eye view, and you go from warren to warren, and they're barren. And you see Marcus's body, and you see Bigwig's body, and you see Fiverr running up a hill, being chased by a horde of zombie rabbits that includes Strawberry and Captain Campion.
Okay. uh, as Fiverr just finishes describing this vision, Marcus pulls out a Dorito that he is hiding underneath all the carrots, pulls it out, cracks it open, and like holds it in his mouth like a shiv, and points it towards the mouse hole opening and goes, "I'm gonna poke you in the eye if you think one of yous is gonna take me down." And then Fiverr's trying to calm the situation, and he goes, "No, no, 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 no. That's not it. See, I think it's one of the zombies that broke into our warren and got to all of us. That's why I think I'm running away. No one's trying to take your supplies from you, Marcus."
But Marcus keeps has too much pressure. And fun fact, all rabbit eyes look the same until they're zombies. So we can't tell which eye is Bigwig's and which one's is Fiver's. And Marcus Marcus believes Fiverr because Fiverr's like innocent and mystical. And
Yeah.
Bigwig is a general. So like Marcus doesn't believe him. Marcus came from Disney money. That's how he made the vaccines. But like he is gonna attack one of
You
these
mean
eyes.
you mean nondescript entertainment company?
Yeah. He came from the D
Okay.
money.
Yeah, got it.
And with his razor sharp Dorito, Marcus starts charging out the mouse hole. And he's gonna blind one of them. And it's either Fiver's second eye or Bigwig's one eye.
Okay. So as soon as the Dorito hits someone's eyeball, Fiverr goes, "Ow, my other eye, Marcus. That's how you got the last one. Come on, dude." And then Bigwig looks over at Fiverr and goes, Marcus scurries back and goes, I'm sorry. But then to this, Bigwig looks over at Fiverr and goes, "Did you see yourself having two eye patches in the vision?"
And Pfeiffer's like, visions are only 99% accurate.
"Oh, so you didn't. That means the future is malleable."
Yeah. And at this time, you hear screams in the background, like screams louder than Fiverr screams for losing his eye. You hear screams in the background, and a rabbit blackberry just comes hopping by, and he's like, that the zombies are at the gate. The zombies are at the gate. It's been
The
51
North
hours.
Border. Got it. The North Border has fallen. And so Fiverr goes, "Fucking told you so. Protect the," and as he screams orders on like getting guards up, and Bigwig goes, "Fiverr, I'm the general," and then he screams the exact same orders. Um now we have a whole bunch of rabbits. Wait, chapter 4, right?
Sure. Yeah. Chapter 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chapter 4, leaving the warren. The zombie horde has broken the northern border of their warren, as Blackberry, to do find two more names, Pipkin and Dandelion, are holding up the every single barrier with their body. So it's them between like all the debris that they've found that been using as a wall against all the zombified rabbits. But the zombified rabbits are like no match for this debris. As they're like scarily close to these rabbits' mouths, ready to be bit at any point in time. Um, and then both Bigwig and Fiverr. Who's the rabbit that ran in with the news?
That was just a no, but Blackberry.
Blackberry. Okay.
Yeah.
Bigwig, Blackberry, and Fiverr leave the hole that they have the supplies in. As Bigwig throws over a stick with a rubber band attached to it over at Blackberry and goes and he goes, "Sorry, Fiverr, if you had both your eyes, I would have tossed it to you." And as he nudges a whole bunch of tiny stones and pebbles towards Blackberry's direction, and goes, "Fire at them! Make sure they aim for the heads." And then he looks over at Fiverr and goes, "Fiverr, you secure Marcus and make sure he doesn't do anything too crazy."
And Piper goes, I'm blind. What are you talking about?
But he trusts you. You don't need eyes for trust and friendship.
Okay. And while Fiverr is stumbling around trying to guide Marcus, but more like Marcus is guiding him, Bigwig, Fiverr, and Marcus are continuing to run away from the war. And Blackberry has the stick with the rubber band and is futilely trying to learn how to fling rocks at zombies. But Blackberry is a pacifist, so this is all new to him. And then, yeah. And Pipkin and Pipkin's buddy that's at the debris, they're like, they're using the debris as those long spears that like you see on like 300 or like Lord of the Rings, where it's like, brace yourself, here comes the horde. And you see Pipkin and his buddy just like dig their heels in and then get swallowed by the horde while they yell, "For King Hazel, we can, we will, we will survive and defeat the horde with King Hazel."
As they say this, the zombies prove to be too much in number. They break through the barrier and bite the other rabbits and kill them. All the rabbits that are defending die. As Blackberry sees this horde approach him, while as he turns around, turns out Bigwig, Fiverr, and Marcus are like far away. Like they're far, far away. And Blackberry knows that it's his death, but Blackberry is also a pastor. So he takes his rabbit foot, goes up, down, left, right, and goes, "I've lived a good life," as he gives himself on into the horde.
And
see, I told you I'd solve your problem of characters.
Yeah. And at this point, Pfeiffer feels all of their spirits leave the earth. And chapter 5, into Hazel's throne room.
Okay. Yeah, go on.
And we have Hazel, and he's sitting on his throne. And you can see banners all around celebrating his successes in Watershed, which is why he's now king of the Rabbit Kingdom. And you can see how he fought off Ephrians and he got all sorts of doughs. He had like more doughs that he knew what to do with. And like, like the saying goes,
yeah,
they multiplied like rabbits. He's torn. He's like, if we didn't multiply so much, we would have never created the rabbit zombie disease. It's like rabies, but rabbits. And he's like, if we had just slowed down a little bit and listened to the pastor Strawberry, then we would have all like not been in this predicament.
We okay. Because of this, fact, because Hazel and his does essentially gave rise to the rabbit zombie virus, the rabbit virus, Hazel has a unique ability of being able to telepathically communicate with all of the rabbit infested rabbits, um, which as a result has kept him safe in his own kingdom. Because anytime the horde tries to attack, all he has to go is my children, and they don't.
And yeah, so Hazel has the predicament where he could be the only non-rabbit rabbit in the world,
You're welcome.
or he can find a solution. And at this point, um, we notice the throne next to his, and it's his queen, and it's Queen Lucky Paw.
Is that a new character? Is that a homebrew?
Yeah, yeah.
There's so
Lucky
many
Pod,
characters here. I
Lucky
don't even
Pod,
know.
Marcus. I think we used them all or killed them all, or
No, we
like
didn't kill them all.
there
We
were
killed a
no
good bunch.
there were no female does in the whole story. The whole story was about finding does.
Well, they have two more. That were Holly and Bluebell, but it's fine. Lucky Paw
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. Where's your yes ending? Yeah, so
Yeah, Lucky Paw it is.
has Lucky Paw next to Hazel. And Lucky Paw's like, Hazel, isn't your brother Fiver out there with his best buddy Marcus? Chapter 6. Back out into the wilderness.
Yes, and uh Fiverr, uh Fiverr, Bigwig, and Marcus are sitting around a campfire, as Fiverr is speaking to Bigwig, telling him, I always feared that this would happen. I always feared that my vision would come true and we'd all be stranded and we'd all die. I've seen this. I've seen Blackberry die into a horde of rabid rabbits. And the only hope we now have is to go back to Hazel and pray that he either infects us or lets us join his kingdom as the only non-rabid rabbits around.
And Marcus is very confused because, like, in all of Marcus's life, he's just been able to solve his problems with the money.
Okay,
Marcus is
that
like,
explains the paranoia.
yeah, Marcus is like, we're gonna have a like I can't even access my assets. How are we gonna do this?
And then to which Fiverr's now for like future telling senses are slowly like increasing, right? Because his eyes are all blocked out, and he sees, I see multiple futures. One where you have your assets back in control, and two, another future where your assets already belong to you. And Bigwig, who he's lived with Fiverr for longer than Marcus has, and he understands what Fiverr says, right? And so Bigwig says, "Hey, Marcus, do you still have the Dorito shiv?"
And
Well, they don't know what Dorito is,
Marcus,
but you know.
yeah, Marcus, uh, Marcus is wearing a tunic that was so obvious it wasn't described before. And
Where's your yes anding, Lucas?
where do you think he's gonna pull it out of? And
I
he
don't
reaches
know.
into the tunic and pulls out his Dorito shiv, and he's like,
Uh-huh.
"Bigwig, I got this. I got this. Like this is passed down from my second cousin, the Big M." And like you can see it, but you can't touch it.
Bigwig is notoriously a fan of Steamboat Willie, and so he's like fangirling right now. He's like, "Yo, what? It was on the boat? Crazy!"
And
as,
Fiverr's like, "What are you guys doing?" And then he steps in the fire because he can't see anything.
well, before he feels it, he goes, something's burning." Bigwig notices this and like just pulls Fiverr out of the fire and starts like patting him down, being like, "Fiverr, come on, man, don't move a muscle until we tell you to. You're still new to this."
And in all the commotion, like on Fiverr getting caught on fire and having a fire at night, there's a bunch of light and a bunch of noise, and clearly they haven't like ran away from rabbits before. And in the distance, we could just hear a pitter patter of rabbit feet running towards their location.
Before as we hear that loud pitter patter, suddenly it's almost as if somebody's turned a light on in a farm house. And this little girl with yellow ponytails that looks kind of like the Wendy's mascot, she walks in as her giant feet are making a loud noise, almost deafening the pitter patter. And and Bigwig, all the rabbits look over at this giant Wendy's girl. She sees Fiverr, Bigwig, and Marcus, and goes, "Oh, little babies, where did you look at that tiny little two eye patches?" As she like picks the three of them up, puts them in her arms, walks them over to a little house, a little dog house on the outskirts of her farm. And on the outside, it just says Hazel's Kingdom as a sign. To which Bigwig goes, "Well, that was lucky."
Chapter 7, Inside Hazel's Kingdom. And Marcus is just like, wow. I couldn't believe the blonde girl. I couldn't believe the blonde girl didn't realize that I was a mouse.
And Fiverr's just like, "Wait, what happened?"
And he's still smoldering. And they walk in slash are pushed in by the girl into Hazel's kingdom. And we're now in the throne room, and you can see all of Hazel's achievements from
Hey,
Watershed.
that's not a nice way to say doze, Lucas.
What? Okay. That one. No, no, that you're terrible.
No, you are. No, you are. You insinuated that, Lucas.
No. And Lucky Paw is sitting next to Hazel, and Hazel goes, my, look what the tall blonde girl dragged in."
uh, and uh, Bigwig at that point goes, "My king!" And as soon as he says this, Hazel lifts up one of his paws up into the sky and turns his paw around, almost having the rabid rabbits. Wow, karma's a bitch. Rabid rabid rabbits slowly moving towards, like very slowly moving towards our three protagonists, as Bigwig goes, "My king, Wait, what sound are they making?
Rabbit feet.
Yeah, rabbit feet. He goes, "My king, we've come here to ask for your help. You see,
And
oh, but you see, my my friend Fiverr here, the blind oracle, well now blind oracle of the Rabbit Kingdom, saw a vision which, unless we work together, would come true. Unfortunately,
and Hazel goes, Bigwig, stop the charades. We both know Fiverr is my brother, and I've always been jealous of his mystic abilities. That's why I had to multiply with Lucky Feet and
Lucky Paw.
Lucky Paw, and um, people think we created the rabbit virus on accident, but that was my plan. That was my plan all along. And Bigwig, I commend you for bringing Marcus with the legendary Dorito and Fiverr to meet their end. And in that moment, Bigwig goes and stands next to Hazel and looks ominously evil, while Lucky Paw gives a disgruntled
Wait,
look.
so Bigwig was in on it the whole time?
Yeah.
Yo! Yo! What? That's crazy.
And Lucky Paw gives a disgruntled look to Hazel. It's like, I can't believe you've betrayed me. I always liked your brother better, anyways. And goes and stands by Fiverr.
Hazel, being the piece of shit that he is, goes, "Rapids, attack!" Marcus jumps into the middle of Marcus jumps into the middle of well, right in front of Lucky Paw and Fiverr, and it goes, "You both run, I'll hold him off," as he like brandishes his broken Dorito. Which Bigwig then tries to jump into and goes, "No, you won't," and they both get into a scuffle as they're trying to fend off these zombies while Fiverr and Lucky Paw are running away.
Okay, so Marcus is tumbling everywhere with Bigwig, and he raises the Dorito and brings it down into Bigwig. And Bigwig is is wounded, but then Bigwig grabs Marcus and brings him closer. And now the Dorito is wounding both of them.
No
And
way.
Lucky Paw turns around and lets out a cry and goes, Marcus! And then Fiverr, Fiverr, having lost his best buddy, decides it's time to stop running.
uh Fiverr Fiverr realizes that his vision Fiverr realizes the leader of the horde running after Lucky Paw and himself looks a lot like Strawberry, and realizes that his vision has come true, where Bigwig's lifeless body lies in the same position as it did in his vision. Marcus's lifeless body lies in the same position, and but the only difference now is that Lucky Paw was not in his vision. At which point, Fiverr looks over at Lucky Paw and goes, "You deserve better." As he pushes Lucky Paw over above the giant hole on the path that they were running on, and starts fighting the zombie horde blind, trying to make sure that Lucky Paw can actually live a life of her own and start her own warren, so she doesn't have to live by the rules of no man.
And while Lucky Paw is running away and Fiver is getting torn apart by the rabbits, you hear the noise of the blonde girl exiting her farmhouse, and she's making her way to Hazel's kingdom. And she lifts the roof off of Hazel's kingdom, looks at Hazel, and is like, "We finally have fattened you up enough." And reaches down and grabs Hazel by the nap.
What's a nap?
Back of the neck.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, and picks Hazel up.
Okay. Um, uh, Lucky Paw uses this opportunity to run away as she runs into the woods to find herself a new home out in the wild where she belongs. And now, Lucas, take us home.
And then from outside the house, you can see there are many rabbits still in Hazel's kingdom, and they're rabbits. But then you hear a thud of a large butcher's knife, and Hazel's met his end. And with Hazel no longer being there, all of the rabbits start to come back to normal.
Chapter 2. And that was Watership Down 2.
The tale of Marcus and his Dorito.
Got it.
But not Doritos, because we can't use Doritos.
A non-trademark nacho chip.
Yeah. Marcus and his tortilla chips. Chip.
Got it. Wait, do we do the outro now, or do we like reflect and then do the outro?
Do the outro, Andy.
Okay. This is the outro, and I don't know what to say right now, but this is the outro.
Please subscribe. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Remember, we're bringing you the stories that the authors don't want you to know. I don't know. I was trying to make it something memorable for the out. I don't fucking know, dude.
Now you're overthinking it. You're just gonna be like, outro time. Thank you for listening to the stories authors are too lazy to write. That was
the outro?
Yeah.
Wait, which part of this is the outro? I don't understand. I don't understand. Is this the outro? Is this the ending?
Everything is an ending, Andy. All beginnings are endings. We could just play the intro for the outro.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you're now on our next episode.
Yeah.
We just don't have an outro.
Say nice things about us online.
And if you don't want to say nice things about us online, then give it to your friends so at least we can boost that engagement.
Yeah, share, do things. Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, I think we're good for the...
Oh my god.
Thank you for listening to episode 7 of Cliff Notes Continued. We'll be back on Tuesday, March 12th with a whole new book and a whole new story.